President-elect Trump's cabinet, rumors swirling about who will take top positions in Trump's administration next year. Bill O'Reilly asked former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani about his potential new role. Take a listen to that.
I see you as Attorney General.
Well, I sure know the Justice Department.
Okay, that's a yes.
There you go. Some have speculated that Ambassador John Bolton could be Secretary of State, the former U.S. ambassador to the UN, and Fox News contributor joins me now. Ambassador Bolton, first of all, I just want to recognize that you were very early to get on the Trump train, and I sat on the couch with you on Outnumbered, and we had you here on this show, and you never wavered, and you always had, good thoughts on where he was going and what he meant, and even when he made mistakes, you were like, Anyway, so you get early credit for that. And now, Rudy didn't deny that it was possible that you might be Secretary of State. What do you say to that?
Well, I don't say anything. Look, I've been through transitions going into the government, transitions coming out of the government. It's a period of intense activity and a lot's at stake. So we'll see what happens. I don't think any decisions have been made. Obviously,
would you do it? Were you asked? If you were asked.
Sure. Look, it's an honor to serve our country, and I've served under 6 secretaries of state, so I've seen them in all varieties. But it'll be premature until it's not premature to speculate on it.
Yeah. What do you think is his view on Putin now that the election's over and the rhetoric is over? Do you think it's a good idea for him to have sort of an open-minded stance towards Putin? Is this a different approach that might work better? Was a lot of that talk? I mean, what's your sincere belief on that front?
Well, I think, honestly, a lot of people misinterpreted what Donald Trump said about Putin. What he said repeatedly, at least what I heard, was that Putin was a strong leader of Russia, which is something he admired compared to the weakness of Barack Obama. And I entirely agree with that assessment. I did not hear that to mean that he agreed with Putin's substantive positions on issue after issue. And you can look at the Middle East merely as one example where there's a disagreement. I have met with Putin. I've seen him in action. I think he has disdain for President Obama as a weak man. Yeah. And I think it makes it impossible for him not only to be dissuaded when Obama tries to stop him from doing something, but it doesn't give him any encouragement to cooperate with Obama because he doesn't think he can rely on it. Now, when you have a strong American president, strong personally, rebuilding the American military as Trump has promised to do, then I think Putin sits up and takes notice. That doesn't mean his view of Russia's interest changes, but it does actually increase the possibility of cooperation with Russia because you have 2 strong leaders dealing with each other.
My concern for so long has been about not dealing with the problem of ISIS, and you had said in the past that you thought that Donald Trump would be a much stronger leader on that front. What do you think he'll do? How do you think he'll deal with that?
Well, I think what he has said that I find impossible to argue with is that we need to destroy ISIS quickly. That is 180 degrees away from the strategy that Barack Obama is pursuing. And I think Trump also understands that because of the threat posed by the Iranian nuclear weapons program and Iran's support for terrorism, in this multi-sided complex conflict where in the Middle East where ISIS is involved, ISIS ought to be destroyed in a way that minimizes the benefit to Iran. Again, the opposite of the Obama policy, which as it moves against ISIS is increasing Iran's strength, which is the exact opposite of what we should do. Yeah.
You are so skilled and brilliant. Selfishly, we hope that you'll be in the administration because we need you there. Ambassador Bolton, thank you.
And he's plain
talking.
So
here, but we need you there.
There are so few plain talking diplomats in the world.